Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So before we get to this video, please subscribe, like and share, and don't forget to press the bell icon. So basically in this video we're going to talk about the US midterms and why the economy may decide the vote. Americans will vote this week in congressional election with one big issue in their minds, the economy. And that's good news for the party. In Circleville, Ohio, nothing kicks off the fall festivities quite like the annual pumpkin show. It's called the greatest free show of Earth. This year, the only thing weighing more than the 1,800-pound pumpkin on the minds of some residents and voters is the cost of living. Carrie Stephens believes the economy is in the toilet. In her view, the current Democratic leadership in Washington doesn't care about and has forgotten the little people in Ohio. She said the Democrats care about unreachable things like citing as one example the push towards electric cars that she cannot afford. Despite record job numbers and some reasons for inflation beyond Democrats' control, they have plateaued in their messaging on the economy, while Republicans have hammered them. Polls show it has worked to the advantage of Republicans. Jerome Phillips, on the other hand, voted for President Joe Biden in the Democrats in 2020. He doesn't know how he will cast in ballot for this time around. Jerome blames former President Donald Trump for the terrible economy, but says Mr. Biden has been a total disappointment. He hasn't done anything in office to help the economy. Nothing at all, he said. Prices are going up, you can't eat. According to a mid-October survey from the Non-Persian Research Center, inflation was the dominant economic concern for Americans. Also, three-quarters of the respondents were worried about the prices for the food and consumers' goods, closely followed by gasoline and energy and the cost of housing. Nevertheless, Democrats' various wins won't be felt by voters for months or years. Mike Lux, a Democratic strategist who has researched voting trends in America's industrial heartland, said Democrats should have done more. While he believed candidates such as Tim Ryan in Ohio and John Fetterman in Pennsylvania did a good job explaining how they would address inflation and fight for working people. Meanwhile, Republicans have seized on inflation fears and gas prices to accuse Democrats for spending too much, a frequent talking point, and limiting energy production. The current surge is gas prices, largely determined by supply and demand, due to the war in Ukraine. Still, Republicans have blamed Democratic politicians and have vowed to open up oil drilling and pipelines to make America energy independent. The problems for Democrats, Mr. Rammer explained, is that, as with any party in power, the blame would fall on them. In the meantime, low-income families continue to be hit the hardest by inflation. Jamaica Humphreys, a single mother, was just able to move into a nicer school district for her son, Jaden. Despite working three jobs, her purchasing power has been diminished by inflation. Without inflation, I would feel more confident in the future, she said, and more confident in making long-term decisions. She doesn't blame Democrats or Mr. Biden for her tough times. But she says, I don't think he does a bad job, and I don't think he's done a good job. He just does the job. After all, it's the economy stupid, as the Democrats' own month reminds them.